Alright, YouTube, let's talk about it. Anybody that knows my channel knows that I preach health, safety, balance, alright? Not perfection, but I preach more than anything to stay natural, alright? Now, I know from personal experience, no, before I say that, I worked out today and I worked out yesterday. And before that, I missed like 5 days. And one of the reasons I missed all those days is because I got sick. All right. So getting back into the swing of things, I've been easing my way into it. Now I know for educational purposes only, for entertainment purposes only, hey, I know that if I was to hop on stuff, I would have way better workouts. I would be able to lift way more weight. I will build way more muscle. And to each his own. But I tell people all the time, do your research. Think about longevity. You know, I would have way better workouts and strength as of right now. And then when I hop off, I will lose all that stuff, right? And if I never hop off, I probably, and even if I do it the smart, safe way, there is no smart, safe way. All right? Anytime you put poison into the body has bad side effects, all right? So we're going to speak on a young guy, Clavicular. He's like the new Togi, I guess. He's the new king of Looksmaxxing, I guess, all right? I'm 42 years old. I look better than a lot of young people out there that's doing that stuff. Why? Because, like I say, balance, health, not being perfect, but, you know, preserving myself. And when I work out, try not to get injured, right? Knowing when to hold them and knowing when to fold them, all right? So what I'm trying to say is this, all right? Dude, I got kids, right? My son about to play basketball. So this social media can be used as a tool for good and it can be used as a tool for bad. So I have to watch what he watches. I have to pay attention to what he's paying attention to. Because younger and younger and younger, these people are doing these things and they're getting influenced, all right? And even older people like myself and older can get influenced by the bad thing. Sometimes it's that low-hanging fruit that's just right there and it's tempting you, right? So this guy is doing all kinds of things like Crystal. I ain't gonna say the name because at the end of the day, when it comes to weight loss, he doesn't do just dieting and cutting his calories and things that I do. He does that method, man. All right, and then he does, like, you know, you got your natural testosterone in your body. You got things you can does that, and then does a few other things. And I think injectable tans, and it's like Looksmaxxing. It's like spending money on surgeries and all that to do. I mean, it ain't even about the money. It's about the health. What is it gonna do to your body? What is gonna happen to you? A lot of these people, they will literally say it out of their mouth. They don't care about the side effects. They know the side effects. They know what's gonna happen. And they got the freedom to do whatever they want. But at the same time, anybody that's watching this video and hearing my voice, do not fall into that. And do not let your loved ones fall into that. Pay attention. All right? Like I said, I got a kid. And my son just came in the house one day and he looked like he just got 20 more pounds of muscle. I know muscle don't grow that fast. I'm going to be checking it out. I'm going to be seeing what are you doing? You hear what I'm saying? See, a lot of people don't even look at this. They don't educate themselves enough on this stuff. All right? So when I be teaching fitness, it's not even just fitness for you to learn. At the end of the day, you need this information to make sure you watch out for your next generation. I ain't even mean to rhyme right there. Generation, information, the PlayStation, hibernation. Yo, listen, man. All jokes aside, man. This is a serious issue. And it's getting more and more and more prevalent and it's running rampant, all right? It's getting worse every year. And this ties into the science-based fitness. This ties into that science-based stuff. You know, people are studying every little thing they can do to get. They trying to be perfect. Like I said, I don't teach perfect. I just believe in doing better than I did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Sometimes you're gonna have a bad workout. Like I only squatted 225 this morning because I couldn't breathe. When I was breathing and bracing, I couldn't do it. I couldn't barely breathe getting into the. But if I was on something, it'd amp me up, my adrenaline. I've seen people get on stuff. I've been in the gym for decades. And the problem is people see me say I've been in the gym for decades. You ain't that big though, but I'm bigger than you. And at the end of the day, I'm natural. So that means I should dude, you don't have to. When you get into lifting, a lot of people forget what they get into lifting for. If you're looking for Looksmaxxing, trying to look like an IFBB pro bodybuilder is not Looksmaxxing. If you're trying to attract other people, you're not really attracting nobody with that freaky look. You know what I'm saying? You're not. All right? They're attracted to stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? When you watch movies and stuff, who they looking at? Michael B. Jordan in his first Creed movie. If you look at, even go back, all right? I ain't looking at dudes now. I'm just saying, like, I just have to say this for educational purposes only. If you look at what is the movie with the dude, Team Jacob, the werewolf movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Team Wolf and Team Vampire. Twilight. Matter of fact, yeah, Twilight. Remember that? There was vampires that was bigger than Team Jacob was. There was, I think, werewolves on the team that was bigger than him. But all the women was looking at Team Jacob. That's my point. You don't have to be the biggest in the world. And then I want to live. I would rather be 80-something years old, still lifting. It's a lot of people that be lifting, doing calisthenics and all that stay natty. And they 70, 80, they look like me. Because they preserve themselves. Think about it. Take a second. Feel better. I don't want to be, people say that they don't care. Yeah, you don't care until that day comes and you hooked up to breathing stuff and all kind of apparatuses and stuff, tubes coming out of you. If that, you know what I'm saying, it can get worse. God bless, rest in peace to all the bodybuilders that we lost in 2024 and 25. 2024 alone. Dozens. 2025. It's almost 26 now, but even before it was a quarter way through the year, at least a dozen. And that's famous ones with names. So you got to think about all the other people around the world that we done probably lost that was chasing this. Dog, a smart man learns from his own mistakes. A wise man doesn't only learn from his own mistakes, but he also learns from the mistakes of others. And he learns from the mistakes that could be. He looks into what will happen if I do this and that and that. And this adds up to that. That clavicular dude, man, and now he's like the fame, the money, stuff like that. It is not worth it, all right? Health and wealth, hey, man, you can buy health and Steve Jobs, hey. Yeah, Magic Johnson did, but at the end of the day, name 5 other people that bought health in a situation. Not many. Not many. And if you can name a few, name those few and compare it to all the other millions and billions of people. I'm just trying to tell you, stay natural. All right, it's up to you, but I'm just saying it's a personal choice. But not only is it a personal choice, it is a selfish choice. All right, I got 2 kids, a woman, I got a family back home, I got all kinds of stuff. I got people that depend on me. If I was to start taking something and I take myself away, then that's selfish, right? Or if I'm messed up and they have to take care of me because I done that, that's selfish. Now I'm putting burdens on them. They depend on me. Okay, let's say it was some settlement. Most likely it ain't gonna be a settlement if I did it to myself. Y'all seen my before and after. Y'all seen me in my physique updates. You can do this naturally. Yes, everybody got different genetics, but at the same time, I've seen people with bad genetics. And I ain't saying I got the greatest genetics. I'm just saying I've seen people with horrible genetics put in some work and they still ended up with a great physique. They still ended up strong. You don't have to be the biggest. I mean, look at Bruce Lee compared to Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you're a bodybuilding fan, you're probably going to say Arnold Schwarzenegger physique better. The rest of the world going to say Bruce Lee or anybody in that category. Or somewhere in the middle, at least Jean-Claude Van Damme back in the 80s. I'm just saying, like, you don't need to be X amount. If you're skinny fat or you're real skinny or whatever, or you can't gain weight, I tell a lot of people all the time. There's a lot of people that I see that, younger guys, they be, oh no, I might hop on something because I'm only blah, blah, blah. Dude, I'm only 100 and mid 160s, early 170s when I'm shredded, all right? Hopefully I'm 170 when I'm shredded this year. I'm just saying. I see a lot of young people doing that. They talk about, oh, I only weigh 140 and then I weigh one. Dude, and you're shredded. You have more muscle. A lot of these younger guys, a lot of people, whatever height, but I'm just saying if they like 5'8", 140 shredded, that's naturally crazy. You just don't know. Everybody think you gotta weigh 200 pounds. The biggest natural bodybuilders barely weigh 200 pounds, but look at their physiques. A lot of people that's on roids, when they get shredded on stage, they don't weigh 200 pounds. Some of them do, different classes, all right? You got your classic physique, you got your, but they're getting bigger every year, so I might be wrong on that one. Even physique, like men's physique is like 200 and something pounds nowadays in the professionals. Because they're on something, man. It's not worth it, all right? I like powerlifting better. So at the end of the day, if I'm natural and I weigh 170, give or take 180, whatever, if I push myself to my limits and I learn my form, I learn my breathing, my braces, when to do this, when to do that, da 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 da. If I put my all into the training, I could compete against somebody that's my size and my weight class, even if they're on something. How do I know? Because I know people my size that's on stuff and they can't F with me. Now, world class Sheffields and SBD and all the, Powerlifting America and USPL and all, like the world class people, nah, they level at all. I'm just saying, like, it's people smaller than me that can, way stronger than me. But I'm just saying, those are world class champion powerlifters. The average gym goer, millions of people my size can't hold a candle to me. And I'm not bragging or boasting, I kind of am, but I'm just saying, like, people way bigger than me, twice my size, can't mess with me, can't outlift me. Hard work and dedication. A lot of these younger guys nowadays that's on this stuff, he said it, Clavicular said it out of his mouth, Togi said it out of his mouth, they don't really like the gym. They don't even really like working out. That's why I be telling people all the time that be watching my channel, I'm like, a lot of guys that I be seeing in the gym, they be just in there talking. Most people don't work out. They don't even try. They don't even see what their natural limit is before they even hop on the stuff. My gosh, my guy, man, there's no hard work no more, man. Y'all need to watch some 80s movies or something before y'all go to the gym. Watch some Rocky. At least watch some Creed if you want to take a new school. Watch some Bloodsport. Yeah, watch Bloodsport. Watch Enter the Dragon or something. Watch something like that. Gonna turn you up. At least watch some Dragon Ball Z or something. Something that's gonna get you that feel. And then you take that to the gym. And then you work out. And then you learn how to eat that matches your goals. And you do that. Give yourself time and see what you can do naturally. comment, like, subscribe, and share. That's all I gotta say, man. Hopefully I made sense, and if I did make sense, if you got family members that need to hear this, share it with them. Because if not, they're going to hear it from somebody else, and that somebody else is probably going to be Clavicular or whatever that dude name is. I don't know. I'm just saying, hey, you better watch out. If not for yourself, for your loved ones. It's a lot of this out there, man. Don't just take my word for it. Look it up yourself. But if you just want to watch my videos, that's cool beans too. Watch my New Year's playlist, so you can get a plan for New Year's. Also watch if you've been trying to lose weight and you haven't been losing the weight, and you think you can't lose weight or whatever, you thinking about hopping on something. Nah. Before you do that, find out what you've been doing wrong. Be honest with yourself. Top 10 misconceptions about weight loss, so you can figure out what you've been doing wrong, and you can right those wrongs, and you can actually make progress. Comment, like, subscribe, share, holler back at your boy. Don't follow what they doing out here, dog. Peace. Boy, the internet.